One of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Rams and the Niners, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, the onset of fall weather certainly a welcome occurrence. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And they'll begin by running the option. Oh, nice move. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
11 yards for number 11.
And one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 20-yard line. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now Sam Sloman is on. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. 2nd and 8. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. So this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, the Rams are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll roll him out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Okay, ready?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Johnson running right. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Back to throw here. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the move to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Johnson on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Lance now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Up the middle, Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches, really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Johnson off tackle right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the drive for 2. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Johnson to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They try the left side with Johnson. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Got it. Ready?
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Lance's throw is caught by Gray. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Davis Price up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He's got room at the 30. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now here in Santa Clara. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
On the jump.
The 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. They took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The Lance going to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready?
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finds Pickens out right. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 61 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. They're going to look to throw. A quick pass to Kupp. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance gets this one to use check. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance now to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Check pink. Blue check. Black one. Check white.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the...
And he lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Rams ready to go on offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense.
Got your best friend